another day, another severe threat. So today we are taking a look at the West Texas severe threat. We are going to see a dry line creating some thunderstorm activity in eastern New Mexico and western Texas as a new system starts to move out into the central U.S. So let's get started here with the Storm Prediction Center page. Starting off here with our categorical risks, we have enhanced, slight, and marginal risks. Starting off with enhanced risks across 45,000 square miles and a population 45,000 square miles and a population of 1.2 million people, including Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and Clovis, New Mexico. We have slight risk across 104,000 square miles and a population of 1 million people, including Wichita Falls, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, San Angelo, Texas, Del Rio, Texas, and Eagle Pass, Texas. And marginal risk across 214,000 square miles and a population of 25.1 million people, including Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Arlington, Texas. 5% chance tornadoes across 22,000 square miles and a population of 434,000 people, including Amarillo, Texas, Plainview, Texas, Hereford, Texas, Dumas, Texas, and Borger, Texas, and a 2% chance of tornadoes across, let's call it 80,000 square miles and a population of 1.5 million people, including Lubbock, Texas, Wichita Falls, Texas, Midland, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, and Odessa, Texas. Winds correlate basically to the marginal risk being 5% and that slight and enhanced risks being at 15% chance. Hail corresponds, enhances 30, slight 15, and marginal 5, with that significant severe threat across 65,000 square miles and a population of 1.3 million people, including Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and Clovis, New Mexico. So let's take a look here at your timing. So throughout the day today, we're going to see our previous system moving off. And as that system moves off, we start to see some storms starting to fire up here. This is right around, I'm going to call, I guess that's mountain time. So let's call that 1 p.m. mountain time. And you can see that major areas of severe thunderstorms here, especially in southwest Texas. Let's say that is right around 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Now, the storms will start to move into the more populated areas of West Texas, including Lubbock and Amarillo, here around, let's call that 6 p.m. Mountain, and let's call that 7 p.m. Central Time. Now, most of these thunderstorms are going to be sporadic and going to be isolated supercells, as you can see here, as the thunderstorms start to move into Abilene here around, let's call that 11 p.m. Central Time. And eventually they move into Dallas and Fort Worth, but really dying off at that point. So here's our energy for thunderstorms, which is fairly high in this region. Usually we see the worst, as you can see here, going into central Texas with 3,000 joules per kilogram. But in West Texas, having 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram is not bad. And with all that energy comes supercells, which is the supercell composite index is for the formation of supercells. And you can see here that in those isolated areas, we could see numbers on this composite go all the way up to 28 on the charts here. And as we continue to go throughout the day here, could even see areas peeking into those purples at 34. But really, that sporadic supercell development is what we're going to be looking for throughout the day as this system breaks out into the central U.S. Our significant tornado parameter, which is basically our chance of tornadoes on a scale of 1 to 10, is relatively low in most spots, but we could see areas of those predicted supercells at 3.2, and then another one down here around 4.4. You get to see in those sporadic supercells there are higher chances of tornadoes. So this is going to be one of those days. You can see here a supercell at 5.5. It's going to be one of those days where the isolated thunderstorms do pop up and fire up, we could see them morph into strong supercells and tornadic supercells very quickly. And eventually we'll continue to cover the system as it continues to move east, and we could even see more tornadoes in areas that just got tornadoes, such as Kansas and Oklahoma. But that is all the information that I have for today. Stay tuned here for the upcoming severe weather. Tomorrow seems like another fairly active day in the Great Plains. But stay tuned here. But that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.